Have you noticed that your legs seem more tired lately? That feeling of heaviness when climbing stairs or walking is not necessarily normal, even in old age. In fact, leg weakness can have surprising causes that you might not even imagine. And the most interesting part? Many of these causes are completely avoidable. Today, I will reveal the unexpected reasons behind this weakness and, most importantly, how to overcome them with simple changes in your daily life. Get ready to discover practical solutions that can restore the strength and energy you deserve. And believe me, some of these causes will surprise you. Leg weakness represents a complex and multifactorial challenge for many individuals in old age. Understanding this condition requires a deep analysis of the various aspects that contribute to the reduction of muscle strength. Contrary to what many believe, it is not merely a natural process of aging, but rather a phenomenon influenced by multiple elements that can be identified and, most importantly, modified. Nutrition plays a fundamental role in this context. Inadequate intake of proteins, vitamins, and minerals significantly compromises muscle maintenance capacity. Our muscles require specific nutrients to maintain their structure and functionality, especially when metabolism naturally slows down over the years. Inadequate hydration also emerges as another critical factor that is often overlooked. Water is not merely an element of satiety, but an essential component for muscular and neurological function. Dehydration can lead to muscle fatigue, reduced contraction capacity, and even impair the metabolic processes responsible for tissue recovery. Sedentarism is a silent villain in this equation. The lack of movement progressively deteriorates muscle mass, reducing strength, flexibility, and endurance. Muscles that are not regularly stimulated enter a state of atrophy, significantly decreasing their functional capacity. Emotional factors also exert a surprising influence. Chronic stress releases hormones like cortisol, which can contribute to muscle degradation and directly impair physical performance. Mental health, therefore, cannot be dissociated from muscle vitality. Underlying medical conditions often go unnoticed, but they represent significant causes of muscle weakness. Hormonal deficiencies, circulatory problems, autoimmune diseases, and even side effects of medications can directly impact leg strength. The good news lies in the possibility of intervention. Simple modifications in daily habits can lead to significant transformations. A balanced diet, adequate hydration, light exercise, and regular medical checkups represent powerful strategies to recover and maintain muscular strength. Every person carries a unique story, and understanding their individuality is essential in the strengthening process. There is no universal solution, but rather personalized pathways that respect individual limitations and potential. The fundamental concepts about muscle strength reveal an intriguing complexity that goes far beyond the simple ability to move. Our muscles represent true intricate biological machines, capable of performing complex movements and supporting our body structure with impressive efficiency. Muscle strength is not limited to the ability to perform physical movements, but rather constitutes an integrated system that demands adequate nutrition, precise neurological stimuli, and metabolic balance. Understanding this dynamics means recognizing that each muscle contraction involves a sequence of extremely sophisticated biochemical events. As we age, natural transformations occur in muscle composition. Starting from the age of 30, we initiate a gradual process of muscle loss known as sarcopenia, which significantly intensifies after 60. This reduction not only represents a decrease in mass, but also changes in quality and muscle recovery capacity. Specific proteins, minerals, and vitamins play fundamental roles in this process. Essential amino acids are involved in tissue reconstruction, while minerals like magnesium and potassium ensure the proper transmission of nerve impulses responsible for muscle contraction. The neuromuscular system functions as a complex orchestra, where motor neurons send electrical signals that trigger muscle contractions. Any interference in this communication can result in reduced strength and motor coordination. Hormones also directly influence muscle maintenance. Testosterone, growth hormone, and thyroid hormones actively participate in muscle metabolism, regulating protein synthesis and degradation processes. Regular physical exercise represents a fundamental stimulus to preserve and amplify muscle strength. Resistance activities, stretching, and controlled movements can significantly slow down the effects of aging on muscles. Every body movement requires a precise combination of physiological, nutritional, and neurological factors. Understanding this complexity allows for the development of more effective strategies to maintain muscle strength during aging, transforming limitations into opportunities for movement and vitality. Leg weakness can stem from surprisingly complex causes that go far beyond simple aging. Our body is an intricate system where each element connects, and the reduction of muscle strength represents a true puzzle with multiple pieces. First, we need to highlight nutrition as a fundamental protagonist. A diet deficient in proteins, vitamins, and minerals directly compromises muscle maintenance. Imagine your muscles as high-performance cars. Without adequate fuel, they don't operate at their full potential. Dehydration emerges as another critical factor that is often ignored. Many people do not realize that water represents much more than satiety. It is essential for the transmission of nerve impulses, muscle contraction, and metabolic processes. The lack of adequate hydration can lead to instant muscle fatigue and completely reduce your physical capacity. Sedentarism is a true silent predator of muscle strength. When we stop moving, our muscles literally forget how to function efficiently. The absence of stimuli leads to progressive atrophy, reducing strength, flexibility, and overall body endurance. Emotional elements also play a surprising role in this context. Chronic stress releases hormones like cortisol, which directly deteriorate muscle structure. Your mental health not only influences your psychological well-being, but directly impacts your physical vitality. Underlying medical conditions can also contribute to this fragility. Hormonal problems, circulatory issues, or medication side effects can significantly compromise your muscle strength without you initially perceiving it. The good news lies in the possibilities for intervention. Small changes in daily habits can produce impressive transformations. A balanced diet, conscious hydration, light exercise, and regular medical follow-ups represent powerful strategies to recover your strength and vitality. Remember, everybody carries a unique story. There is no universal solution, but rather personalized paths that respect your individual limitations and potentials. Your muscular recovery journey begins with knowledge, awareness, and above all, self-love. At this point in our guide, we need to turn knowledge into practical action. Implementing changes in routine doesn't have to be a daunting challenge, but rather a gradual and enjoyable process of self-care. The key lies in smart and sustainable choices that can be naturally incorporated into your daily life. Nutrition represents the first fundamental pillar. Quality proteins, such as fish, eggs, lean meats, and legumes, are true allies in muscular recovery. Think of your muscles as a workshop that needs specific parts to function perfectly. Every meal is an opportunity to provide these essential nutrients. Hydration means more than just drinking water. It's about creating a self-care ritual. Always keep a bottle nearby and transform the act of hydrating into a moment of connection with yourself. 2 liters daily may seem like a lot, but small sips throughout the day make this goal completely achievable. Physical exercises should be viewed as a gift, not an obligation. Walking in the park, doing simple stretches, or even dancing to your favorite song are powerful strategies for keeping muscles active. Movement doesn't have to be intense to be effective. Consistency is the secret. Set realistic goals and celebrate every tiny progress. If today you manage to walk 5 more minutes, that's already worth celebrating. The journey of muscular strengthening is filled with small victories that, when added up, produce impressive transformations. Social support also makes a significant difference. Invite friends or family to share this journey. Walking groups, collective classes for seniors, or simply arranging active meetups can make this process much more enjoyable and motivating. Listen to your body, respect your limits, and be open to adapting your routine. Some weeks will be better than others, and that's okay. The key is persistence, not perfection. Your muscular health appreciates every conscious movement, every intelligent nutritional choice. Transforming your routine doesn't mean radical overnight changes, but rather small, consistent steps toward a stronger and more vital version of yourself. You have the power to redefine your relationship with your body and movement. Overcoming challenges and implementing new habits is not a simple task, especially when it comes to routines related to muscle health in old age. The first major obstacle is often motivation itself. Many people feel discouraged when thinking about starting a new journey of physical care, especially after years of inactivity. The key to overcoming this initial barrier lies in building realistic expectations. It's not about transforming into an athlete overnight, but rather taking gradual and consistent steps. Think of your muscular recovery as a leisurely walk, not a frantic sprint. The fear of injury or not being able to perform certain movements also arises as a significant block. It is important to remember that each body has its own story and limits. Consulting a healthcare professional, such as a physical therapist or fitness educator specialized in seniors, can provide safety and personalized guidance. Developing a support network is another crucial element in this journey. Sharing your goals with family and friends can create an environment of encouragement and shared responsibility. There are even activity groups for seniors that offer not only exercise, but also social interaction. The strategy of setting small, achievable goals acts as real motivational fuel. Every micro-accomplishment should be celebrated. One more day of walking, one additional push-up, a deeper stretch. These victories, although seemingly small, build a solid foundation of confidence and persistence. Technologies can be important allies in this process. Fitness tracking apps, smartwatches, and even online communities can provide support and motivational follow-up. Understanding that the process of building muscle strength is an individual journey and not a competition is fundamental. Comparing yourself to others only generates frustration. The focus should be on your own development, respecting your physical and emotional particularities. Patience and kindness toward yourself are essential ingredients for success. Less productive days happen, and that's perfectly fine. The important thing is to maintain commitment to your health and well-being, always looking forward with hope and determination. Common mistakes are dangerous traps that can completely compromise your goal of strengthening your legs in old age. It is fascinating how small, wrong decisions can have significant impacts on your muscular recovery journey. One of the most frequent mistakes is starting exercise programs too intensely. Many people, motivated by the desire for quick results, dive into physical activities without considering their individual limitations. The result? Injuries, muscle pain, and discouragement that can permanently distance you from exercise practice. Another critical mistake lies in nutritional neglect. Spending hours exercising without providing the body with adequate nutrients is like trying to refuel a car without gas. Proteins, minerals, and vitamins are essential fuels for muscle recovery and maintenance. The lack of professional guidance also represents a significant risk. Many seniors start muscle strengthening programs without consulting physical therapists or specialized fitness educators. Each body has its unique story, and generic strategies may not only be ineffective, but potentially harmful. Disregarding the importance of rest and muscle recovery constitutes another common mistake. Muscles need periods of rest to regenerate and strengthen. Excessive training without adequate intervals can lead to chronic fatigue and compromise the immune system. Underestimating the emotional impact can also sabotage your efforts. Stress, anxiety, and low self-esteem can create invisible barriers that hinder the implementation of new habits. Your muscular health is intrinsically connected to your mental well-being. Ignoring body signals is another dangerous mistake. Persistent pain, muscle discomfort, or feelings of exhaustion should not just be swept under the rug. These signals are important messages that your body is sending. Failing to adapt exercises to your individual physical conditions can also be counterproductive. What works for one person may not be suitable for another. Respecting your limits and progressively challenging them is key to safe and effective muscle strengthening. Remember, your muscular recovery journey is not a race, but a careful and conscious walk. Every step taken wisely and with respect for your body brings you closer to stronger, more resilient, and healthier muscles. The eighth topic of the guide demands a personalized approach to different physical and health needs in old age. Individuality is the master key when we talk about muscle strengthening strategies. Each person carries a unique story, with their own limitations and potentials that need to be carefully considered. Individuals with specific medical conditions require special attention. Those living with arthritis, diabetes, hypertension, or other illnesses cannot simply follow a generic exercise program. The fundamental recommendation is to always consult a healthcare professional, whether a doctor, physical therapist, or fitness educator specialized in elderly care. Personalization begins with a careful assessment of individual conditions. An exercise protocol for someone with reduced mobility will be radically different from one designed for a person without physical restrictions. Intensity, types of movements, and frequency need to be meticulously adapted. People with a history of previous injuries or surgeries require even more cautious approaches. Movements that are simple for some may pose significant risks for others. Therefore, listening to your body and respecting your limits become essential. Adaptation also extends to nutritional aspects. Diets need to consider conditions such as food intolerances, specific caloric needs, and medication interactions. A nutritionist can assist in developing a truly personalized meal plan. Factors such as family history, previous fitness levels, and personal objectives also directly influence the construction of individualized strategies. An elderly person who has always been an athlete will have a completely different approach than one who has never regularly exercised. Modern technologies can be great allies in this personalization process. Monitoring devices, specialized apps, and remote follow-ups allow for more accurate diagnostics and closer monitoring of individual progress. The key is to understand that there is no one-size-fits-all solution, but multiple paths that converge towards a common goal: preserving muscle strength, maintaining autonomy, and promoting quality of life in old age. Respecting individuality is not merely a strategy, but an act of self-love and care for your health. Now is the time to tie together all the information shared and inspire a real transformation in the lives of our audience. We want every viewer to feel that they have practical tools to overcome muscular weakness. More than presenting scientific data, our goal is to provoke a change in mindset. Strength does not reside in the muscles, but in each individual's willingness to seek a healthier life. We invite everyone to look at themselves with kindness, respect, and determination. The journey towards muscular strengthening is personal, challenging, but absolutely possible. And the best part, it begins with a single conscious movement.